Here we are.
Back again.
Dude, if I said it once, I've said it a million times. I hate Windows updates.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Too many times.
Only 5 minutes today.
Yeah.
Only 5 minutes wasted on Windows updates today.
Yeah.
antisocialexperience.com, the website. Antisocial Experience Podcast on Facebook is one way to connect with us, find out our YouTube channel. You can subscribe there. It's also on my personal YouTube channel. I just upload it there as like a backup archive if all else fails. And with that said, we're back.
We're
okay. Back. Dude, I was going to start out today's show. When all else fails, just talk mad shit.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, man, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people that, wow, I really need to adjust some connections over here because everything is loosening up.
Yeah.
No, I'm certain, I'm very confident that there are people that do that. Just talk mad shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh,
one dude had a news network built on it.
Oh, I couldn't think of anybody.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who would say such things? Anyhow, it's good to be back, man. It's a fairly nice day here in central Pennsylvania.
Finally, yeah. I think cabin fever is finally over.
For me, it is.
Yep,
Dude, I don't know if it was two different ones or if it just lasted like 2 weeks and had a resurgence right at the end. I didn't get real sick, but I got real hot, like 100.2 and then up to like 102 at one point.
Fever?
Yeah.
Oof.
But I wasn't like, I was just feverish, not sick. Yeah. No stomach, no nothing else, just fever at the end.
Was it like a head cold or something?
I don't know, man, but at the beginning, I was like everything. I was dying.
Yeah.
So let's get this stuff pulled up. We got to share this out at some point. I'll try and do that.
I shared it out on mine.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. So I thought a pretty good topic to bring up today. We'll save it, though. You got me. You got my...
Oh, I piqued your interest.
Yeah,
there.
with this data breach. There's the big three out there, you said?
So Forbes, Davey Winder.
Who's Davey Winder?
I don't know, contributor to Forbes.
He contributes?
Yeah.
What's he contribute?
Words.
Articles?
Articles, yeah.
Okay.
Wordsmith, I guess. Ooh, yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, better than a cocksmith, right?
Right. Well, hey. Oh, did you hear about that?
What?
The billionaire who, with the
Kraft? With the Patriots?
No. Oh, wait, the guy who, with the enlargement surgery?
Oh, no.
Like a guy was trying to, and died. And
Really?
Yeah.
So he wanted some massive junk.
So, well, speaking of cocksmith, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's just some stuff you don't play with.
No.
Like, look, people, we don't have our services running yet. We're not doing, male to female, female to male, male to frog, female to
Not yet. No.
whatever. Yeah, we're not. We don't have those services worked out. When we do,
Alpha phase. Yeah. Come on.
hit us up. No, that all jokes aside. Yeah, no, I don't think that's something you should play with. No. Honestly, I mean no.
Don't want to play a fight like that. No. Well, when I heard about it, I said, I said to the person who told me about it, I was like, oh, anything for a big wang, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. You can fuck with the wongs, don't fuck with the wangs.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No. There's another dude. You saying that made me think of this. There was a dude, and if I say this, are people really gonna want it pulled up? Maybe I should try and cite this source ahead of time.
All right.
And I still have not worked out the logistics on my program. Actually, I had a crazy week last week. I got sick. I started feeling ill right during a live stream. Okay. And yeah, I was just like, look, I'm gonna finish this. We may get to that. And I was like, I really don't feel like I'm not feeling good. So I just finished what I was doing and yeah, went with it like that. So, Forbes, go ahead. Hit me with the Forbes thing. We never did get to that.
So an email verification service. They aren't saying exactly which one, but it is but it's tied to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Facebook owns Instagram, so
yeah,
if you knew that.
Yeah. Well, they acquired them a while ago.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? And then you want to guess the number?
Number of infos given out.
Yeah, the number
of people. I have no.
Take a guess.
Billion? Are we in the billions?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we got like part of the world's population.
We got a chunk of the world's population. Yeah.
Damn, son, that's a big number.
Big number.
No, 2 billion.
Yep.
Really?
Roundabout. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. No, I'm not good at guessing games and. Wow.
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, like we're talking like it's just anything that could have been in your email, like mortgage rates, whatever. Like
anything.
anything.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
like,
people got hit.
People got hit. Yeah.
Now, how did they get hit? Did they have to?
It's pretty. The details are pretty sparse right now. I just saw the article this morning, so. And I didn't. I literally like read it right before the. I was like, yeah, I was doing stuff this morning and reading it in passing. So.
That's a big number.
Yeah.
Now, did you have to reply to something?
Well, I think that's coming. Like, you know what I mean? Or well, like,
okay,
that's
so
we don't like. Yeah, like.
Okay, and there's three big. Wow.
And I think it said. Hold on, let me double check. I think it said etc. after that. Let me double check to see.
Yeah, etc.
Yeah,
after something is not real clear. It's not a verified. Like we know, that's kind of like there's probably that's a scary word actually.
Actually, no. Just list those three.
Okay. No ETC.
No ETC. So, but I mean, those three have like a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I was right. It did hit the internet. Was it a hoax? I don't think so, man. People do crazy stuff, and with the surgery disaster you brought up, I figured I could bring this up. I really don't want to though.
Yeah.
Should we keep it off the air? Keep it family friendly?
What were you gonna say?
No. Well, there's a chef.
Yeah.
That I don't know if he wanted to be a eunuch or what he was going for. But he ended up got surgery, got stuff removed, and then I don't know if he made the money or he had a place making money, but he ended up cooking up, frying, sauteing, serving his own parts. Yeah.
Ugh.
To what end, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was a high priced dinner, and people bought it.
Oh yeah, I can see people. Yeah.
People bought into it, like.
Well, you do realize we're ambassadors to the normies for the crazies now, like, you know what I mean, of the realm of crazy. Like,
yeah,
we've like.
Oh my! Yeah. So just to, I'm not going to pull up the webpage. If you want to look it up, people, I'll throw up the browser quick.
Or educators, I guess, whatever.
you can actually see my actual Bing results where chef serves his own genitals. That's all you have to. Yeah. All you have to check out, and you will get. Yeah. Oh well, they saw it in the bottom right there as I was typing.
Oh well, we're age gated now, so.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
Yeah. No, like I imagine that. Well, we changed the settings.
Yeah, I did change the settings. So
yeah.
Ugh. The shit people do.
Yeah.
No, man. You don't play. You don't play with that.
Oh well. Oh, is this your crazy story that matches that crazy story?
Like you just don't. That's not a road you go down. We haven't perfected our services yet, people. So, yeah, I just no. Moving on. Has there been any other worthwhile news to bring up? I'm still trying to get to.
We're just breezing past like a third of the like a good chunk of like a third quarter-ish of like the population. Like,
well, that's a lot of details going out. Yeah. A lot of harm can come from that.
Well, I think like, do we have to reboot the internet? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like
maybe. Is that doable?
Can we?
I don't think it is. I don't think it's. I don't. There's. Okay, let's look at it. Wall Street uses the internet. They.
Yeah. Oh, it's tied. Yeah, like the internet's essential. Yeah. Like,
yeah. Okay. It didn't used to be. I guess maybe not as much, but it is now. If something changed, please let me know because you're not working like normal. Anyhow, yeah, no, they use it. They're pretty vital. I imagine there's a lot of aspects of the medical field, hospitals.
Yeah,
I imagine part of that's vital, like transplant type stuff.
Yeah.
Organ, like actually transporting organs and that. I mean, they could go on cellular, but that kind of is internet based in a sense too.
Yeah.
Some of it.
Well, it's just it's like what it's tower based internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
So, damn. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think we could reboot the internet. I mean, maybe we could pull part of it down, grid by grid, like overall. I don't know how it's laid out, and I don't believe anything that I've heard in movies.
Yeah.
What movie did they go into it pretty good? One of the Die Hard? Live Free or Die Hard? I don't know.
I think I saw that once. So don't really remember that one.
I'm dying over here today, man.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I don't know. I don't know how to handle that, man. I mean, they really didn't say much of what's going to happen with
That,
but just that it did happen. There was a data breach.
Oh, yeah.
With 2 billion people.
Yep.
Do you think we're in there? Are we lucky? Or unlucky? Roll the dice, man.
Roll the dice.
7.
Clack.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see.
All right, so we have some monkeys over here
What do you mean, some monkeys over here?
watching.
Oh,
Well, we had. I'm not insulting you. I just love monkeys.
that's his like.
Yeah.
That's an affectionate name. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very.
Yeah.
Some people, like, I've had weird looks.
We
before.
call your kids monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Little monkey.
Yeah.
When I'm messing around with them or chasing. Yeah, it's
like,
great.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, no, man, I don't know. We might be lucky. Anyhow, let's do this. I have made it to Facebook finally. I don't know what's going on with this laptop. If you people see it get spiked off the ground, I apologize.
Yeah.
It's been frustrating. I don't know if it's the laptop or the internet. Back to your point, maybe we should.
I was sorry. I was just gonna say like, hey, Floor, looks like you're getting Adele, dude.
Yeah, you're getting Adele.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
What you can only make it better if that dude knocked on the door.
Yeah, that would make it perfect.
I would do it then.
Man,
If he was here?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Who is we gotta find that guy. We gotta get him on here.
I think I heard they like let him go because he was smoking weed.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
and like, whoa, we can't.
You hired that guy who talks like that, and like you're shocked. Like,
Back to a show from a few. I always do callbacks, throwbacks.
Yeah.
Was anybody surprised that somebody should not have firearms because they've had charges had one?
oh, like what kind of charges though were we talking?
Well, the guy, he was on probation or something. He wasn't allowed to have a firearm. The one in the Aurora shooting.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're you gotta.
Is that any surprise? He's not allowed to have one, but he has one. No, okay.
True.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're getting the guy that talks like all he does is watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
Yeah.
and yeah, he smokes weed. No.
Oh, no, shocked. Yeah, like, oh, you're saying like people fit certain profiles. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and maybe they overlooked it. Maybe they're looking at money they could make for those Dell commercials. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but yeah, Dell, bring him back, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bring him back. Like,
Maybe they did.
is Dell based in California now? Like,
I don't know. But that was like he was like Michael Dell. Yeah. He was like a self-made billionaire.
yeah, a lot. Most billionaires, actually, like a good chunk of billionaires are. Like, yeah, like.
That's what I'm doing, man.
Yeah.
I got $1 today. I'm going to just keep doing it day by day.
Yep.
$1 each day. I hope I get 1 billion days.
Yep.
So,
Where's Dell based?
normally I like to keep some stuff off the air for you people that watch and listen. I never like to write. Our inbox gets flooded with so much BS that is just. It's hard to make make out of it's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
And there are offers that have come through, and I'm just like, BS. I don't even really look into
Really?
some of them.
You don't really tell me about this. Like,
Well,
many of these.
it's just like all the most of the comments that people try to leave on the website are just people that are spammers promoting.
Yeah. They're on stuff. Yeah.
Same as the Discord, how we had all that porn getting posted.
Yeah, Thor brought down the Banhammer. Bam.
Yeah.
Oh, they're based out of Texas.
Who?
So that's why they're not cool with it.
Oh, Dell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think. Is weed legal there?
It's there. It's like really specific for medical, like serious medical. You know what I mean? Like, Yeah, if you're getting seizures and stuff, like sure, like
Okay, but you're not having any fun.
they don't want someone coming in and being like 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 whatever, like saying something like my problem is I'm not what's your problem? I don't have any weed. Like okay, here's your card. No, that's what they're trying to regulate. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
well, it's just
it's an age-old argument. It's brought up anytime anybody talks about it. I'm surprised at what shit is legal and what shit is illegal.
Yeah,
yes, it completely ass backwards from how it should be. You know, like cigarettes. With what's in that shit, they should be a black market only item.
yeah.
Like honestly,
Yeah.
you know, and it would do wonders keeping them out of the hands of kids. If you know, if it was an exclusively like dark web item, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the equivalent is to black market. Yeah, where were we going with this? Oh, the email. Okay, so I got an email, and it's actually I think it's an online magazine. Asked about interviewing us. This wasn't too long ago, but we may have missed their publishing deadline. And how the email read was that one of our followers or listeners, I'll show it to you after the show. I'm not going to throw the email up on the screen for people. But it said from one of our listeners had contacted them to have us featured, like maybe trying to help grow. And it seemed kind of legit when I looked at it. They've had some big gets in the magazine, but mostly it's there's some nobodies too.
Yeah. Well, that's cool though. That means they're giving everybody a shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. We may have to set up some type of interview thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I did respond to it.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I checked the email.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else does or did.
Yeah.
So there's that. If we do get featured or interviewed or whatever, I don't know. What is it? Publishing terms? Like I don't. Yeah.
I think it's featured. Yeah.
Well, they mentioned both those words and a couple more: featured, interviewed, and something else.
So it'd be an article.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If we were in some type of internet article, we will let you know.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah. If that happens, we'd shout it out. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, moving on with that. Let's get to the main thing. Burnout.
Yeah. On what, man?
Well, we got to put it down now. Too much partying. Now, being burnt out, you can suffer that in a lot of places in life.
Anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, like with hobbies, gaming. I mean, what do you do? You've been burnt out on games before, right?
Yeah.
As a whole or individual games? Have you ever went through?
No. I've taken breaks from gaming in general, like video gaming in general.
Right.
I've taken breaks from tabletop gaming in general. Like
what do you
I've
do?
I've taken breaks from smoking and like whatever. Like it doesn't.
Yeah. What about what are some signs like when you start feeling burnt out, like on something that you've went through? I know for me.
So you feel like you're just honestly you feel like you don't like it catches up to you and you're like, oh, I'm doing this because it's routine.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Doing that, or you dread it, like dread that it's coming, or like you you said, basically like you're phoning it in.
You feel like you have to get in the mood for it too, or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, like
that's a big one.
Like I with gaming in particular, I know it's like, well, I feel like listening to podcasts longer and not gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh well, I'll just listen to another podcast and then game or something. So like, but I guess just like your interests shift and just keep it fresh. So that's what I do. Like,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
I mean, my interests don't shift. Somewhat they do. Like I get it. I go through phases with stuff, and usually when I get bored with something, like you said, I find something new. I'll find a new podcast to listen to, a new YouTube creator to check out.
That's why YouTube is good for me because like I
what is it? YouTube?
Yeah,
okay.
I go through phases of the stuff I watch. You know, like so that's why YouTube has kind of stayed one of my mainstays. You know what I mean?
It's really good, and it can be, it's really bad at the same time. Like it seems like an impossible algorithm.
Yeah.
Another thing too that can lead to burnout, and I kind of thought like this for a little bit, and I'm like, but also keeping it in reality. I didn't mute my phone, but
I muted mine this week.
yeah, I'm gonna get it out. Right. I just thought I saw you touch yours.
Yep. Oh, I see what I mean. Even phones. Well, you know what? With this phone. Oh yeah. Look, we'll continue on the. Yeah. We'll continue. Sorry, I was going to talk about games because we were talking about games, and I'm getting into mobile gaming a little bit. So.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that's one way. I mean, I've even done that, trying to.
I've been a staunch anti-mobile gamer. I'm like, I remember.
I never got much into it. I know people that have.
Not really,
but there's some cool, entertaining. Yeah. Spend some time doing out there.
Well, there's some quick. You got 5-10 minute pastimes for it. It fits a phone. Games that fit a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excite Bike on the original NES.
Oh, you can just emulate,
right. I mean, that was clearly that could work on a mobile device.
Yeah.
There was some, I forget the name of it, Infinity Warriors maybe. But it was like a hack and slash, kind of like Golden Axe back on Sega.
But for the Avengers.
No, it was for you were like Conan type character, I think, and right. you were fighting, going through dungeons and different levels. It was pretty cool on mobile. It was years ago though. What was I saying? What was my point before that? I had a point, man. Before we got to the phone thing. Comparing yourself, like being a content creator. We create some content.
We do. Yeah.
But comparing ourselves to some of the bigger people, or thank you. Love it. Just going with comparing to bigger people, or just people with more subscribers, more followers, more listeners, whatever. There's there's a lot of stuff that there's so many variables. It's crazy. You listen to some shows and it's like, oh wow, that's a really great show. How did 2 people do that? Well, they didn't. They got 9 people writing the show for them. So 2 people that you listened to just turned into 11. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a whole team backing them, or a production team.
Yeah, true. Well, you don't realize that with just in general with any production. There's a lot of behind the scenes work.
Right, right. And that's another thing. I would love to have a dead set time and never miss a Sunday at this time for 15 years.
We're dads, dude. It's whatever.
Yeah. So there's that, and it's also working 2 jobs, 1 full time, basically. Yeah. That it can all lead to burning out, and it's this is my hobby.
Yeah, work for you.
I moved from RC stuff to flying RC stuff to this. It took a lot more time and a lot more money to do drones, whatever, quadcopters, fly planes, because you got to buy supplies to fix them when you crash them. Yeah, and this, I mean, it all costs money if you want to have a hobby, but this is way less expensive.
Yeah, true.
Go ahead, man.
My whole point though is the hobby becomes a job conundrum. You know what I mean? It's a burnout.
Yeah, that's when you're feeling a sign of feeling burnt. And there's a lot of different ways. I've heard people you can lose interest in it too. Now, is that just losing interest, or it's just you're dreading doing it and you're I'll do it later. I can do it now. I have lots of time, but I'll do it later. I usually set 2 days a week aside to run through our audio episodes for the listeners. Saturday, and then if not Sunday night, Monday night. So I flip-flop from Sunday to Monday night, and that's usually when I try to edit and upload is on those days, but I have uploaded on other days. Doesn't mean that I edited then, it's just I finished the edit, just never upload it because I was still either thinking of a title, whatever. But no, there's a lot that people don't see until you actually try to take it on.
Yeah.
And I thought it was complicated when we tried years ago to make a show. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We were trying adapters, Y splitters and we got to join them back, and we might need a 3rd computer, and getting real complicated, and never achieved a thing except recorded crazy sounding audio. It was good overall. Real good practice for what years later became this, I would say. I don't know. It just, there was so much to it. And when I actually shifted from whatever low gear to high gear to try and do it, I'm like, wow, Like, that was kind of technical before. We had so much playing around time trying to set up and do it. Well, now we have a halfway. I would call our setup more decent now than
dude.
gaming headphones and a laptop.
Yeah, dude, no doubt. This is like, where would you call it on the legit scale? I'd at least say at least semi-legit.
Yeah, it's
like,
semi-legit. I mean, the only thing we're really missing is audio treatment in the room, better acoustics, and like super quality. I mean, we have one super quality mic, one halfway decent mic. No, I mean, but that's only part of it, because that's another thing people do. Oh, I want to start a podcast, and before they even record an episode, they run out and buy a $400 mic.
Well, yeah, and then
a good mixer or audio interface, multi-device. They're $1,200 in, you know, and
they might run into like something. Yeah, well, they could run into something that like, oh, it turns out like they just weren't that good on camera, or they didn't like, you know, they couldn't like keep a point going or whatever, you know, something. And then like, or they just lost interest too.
Yeah.
Speaking back to like, you know.
Yeah. Or like, wow, this is a lot of work with whatever, my family and my job and the kids' recreational stuff for school. Plus I want to do this now. I'm going to burn out. There's no, like, basically, when you want to take on doing something to help avoid burning out is, okay, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start a podcast, you want to have a badass Instagram feed with photos in that. It's not simply just taking that photo and uploading it. There's work that goes into that too.
Oh yeah.
Maintaining the grid, that's what they call that, I think. I'm pretty sure it's called maintaining the grid.
Well, you mean like set schedules and everything, or
on Instagram? Well, yeah, but it's like you're curating your Instagram, like the pictures and the color palette and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the grid of pictures.
Right, maintaining the grid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Work goes into. Get it, son. Bam, son.
Bam.
That was good. That wasn't like a junk.
No, yeah.
That was high performance.
Hey, look at Nick's mic. We always appreciate quality, man.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
If they didn't hear much of that, I thank the mic. But no, there's a lot. What point was I on? Instagram, maintaining the grid.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to start a channel, a podcast, whatever, write a blog even. If you're going to do something that is a hobby that you want to take it serious and do because you enjoy it, you kind of got to like look at what are you going to give up to do that.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. If you try to keep cramming it all in, that's going to be a real fast track to burning out on pretty much everything.
Yeah,
I think everything.
True. Yep.
So yeah, that kind of back to my point. I want to do a podcast. I'm actually going to do it now. What am I going to give up? So I kind of, I didn't give it up completely, but I think I went flying maybe one time since this show was started in 2017.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to give something up if you want to do it, man. Let me get back to the chat here. I'm like,
I guess I have a phone.
Dude, I'm right there, right by the chat, and it's like I'm not in the chat. I'm kind of parked beside it in a boat, and the boat's tied to a string, and I'm just out drifting on the waves somewhere.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We got thumbs.
We got thumbs? All right, we got thumbs.
I still got mine.
Yep. I was looking through GIFs. Like, I like Roger, like American Dad, I'm a fan. I was looking through Roger Smith GIFs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Charlie took my thumb bit. It was funny. It was like, I forget the movie. It was a movie I haven't even seen, but like, yeah.
That's another form. I've got burnout on TV shows because I've watched too much of it. You know what I mean?
True. Same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, I have to go back through Game of Thrones before the last season.
Well, I know you're not a fan, but when you start getting to like season 6, season 7 of Stargate,
oh,
the OG Stargate, it's like it starts getting tedious because
Well, when there's that many episodes, there's going to be some flops.
I mean, think about trying to do a Simpsons marathon.
Yeah, pick the hits,
Dude,
man.
30 years?
Well, this happened with me in like Star Trek, because like a bunch of Star Treks have like 7 seasons. But yeah, there's some dud episodes, you know, like
there are.
Names. Yeah, like
There really are. One of the ongoing things that I liked was in what is it, Family Guy, the monkey in Chris's closet, the evil monkey.
yeah, that was a running gag. Yeah,
Yeah, I loved that one.
Yeah.
Just the monkey thing again.
If we go Family Guy, like Stewie and Brian were my favorites in Family Guy.
They had some good stuff.
Yeah.
McFarlane does Stewie's voice. Who else does he do?
Brian and Peters, and then like a bunch of other ones. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about talent, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, man. No, sir. Not for me.
Well, yeah, and then on American Dad, he does Stan and Roger. Like,
who's the Beavis and Butthead guy? Is that Mike Judge?
Yeah.
And he does King of the Hill.
King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead. He did Idiocracy. That was a good.
Could you see that show coming back, Beavis and Butthead?
I think they've tried.
Really?
Yeah.
And it just didn't fly, didn't get approval.
I didn't hear like much of yeah. I think I heard some waves, and then I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. I would love to see that back on the air. Like I really would.
It had to be good though. Like yeah. Couldn't phone it in. Yeah.
Well, do you think some of the episodes back then were phoned in?
I don't know. I'm leery.
You can't remember it?
No, I can remember bits and pieces, but I'm leery to go back and watch it in its entire, like, you know, with adult eyes and be like,
oh, you don't want to get the scanners on it, the scrutiny.
Yeah.
There's some stuff I'm avoided too, to not ruin it.
Well, Dragon Ball Z
possibly.
let me down. Because I went back and I was like, man, Dragon Ball Z was awesome. And like, man, that was just a slow show, man. And I understand the reasoning behind why, but like, whew, yeah.
I can say that Naruto suffered the same thing with me. It was great when I'd seen it. I mean, I wasn't really following it. I'd catch an episode here and there and I'm like, oh, this is great. And then I sat down and tried to watch, like, marathon through, you know? And it's like, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah.
But then there's Game of Thrones. That's...
Yeah, I can marathon with Game of Thrones. I have.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know? It seems like everybody talks about that show.
It's a good show. You watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought...
I'm not up to date.
Oh, man. Last season, man, now's your chance.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll catch it after it airs.
Yeah.
Again, it's... Lost. I watched that as it aired. I was a fan, fanatic, loved it.
That's why I like Game of Thrones, because I'll get HBO Go like once a year to like watch it as it airs. Like,
right,
dude. And this is such a big show that like the service like slows down. Like
no joke.
Yeah, like
that was like the most pirated show. What in
for years?
20? Yeah, like a couple different years.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine having something. Imagine you create something. And it's like the most pirated, most downloaded, most streamed, most shared, most liked of that year. Shit, even that week. You know what I mean? And it's something that you created, you thought of. That's got to be intense pressure.
Yeah.
Like.
Go viral, you mean?
Yeah, something goes. I mean, it's great. That's what any creator wants to happen. Yeah. Your creation to go viral, people like it, and propel you forward to your next thing.
And I've seen it happen. So I'm like, how do you ride that wave after? I've watched other people ride it. Like,
I don't think there's no clear roadmap. But when that does happen, and you get that pressure, or say sponsors start coming, that can. That's a quick way to burn out too. That's the overall theme today, is the burnout thing, because now you're sponsored, so you're under contract. You got to have an episode out each week or for a month, or you know,
as long as the schedule isn't too rigorous. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Flexible negotiating terms, I guess. Like
non-negotiable.
Yeah. Boom.
I don't have a gavel. We you got to use the fist.
I thought it looked like a stamp to me.
Yeah.
Bam, notarized.
Denied. No. Are we getting up there in our time? Not really.
Speaking of sponsorships, did I tell you? Did you watch your mom's house podcast all or listen?
No, not lately.
Apparently, they got McDonald's sponsored them, gave him like $2.3 million.
No, they didn't.
You think it's you think it was yeah. I wanted to get your take on that.
No, wait, really?
Well, I don't know. Like
you're talking about Tom Segura,
yeah.
Christina Pazitsky.
Yeah.
Sponsored by McDad's.
McDad's, yeah.
Really?
Do you think it was a bit?
I don't know. Did they?
Well, they redid they moved into a new studio and like put up like walls and stuff, and like had McDonald's colors and stuff, like the exact shade, which I believe the exact shade is copywritten.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so, and they had and then they aired like some pretty it's their type of humor, some not safe for work stuff, we'll say, and then like the next week, like all the colors were changed.
Right,
and they're like they played like right at the beginning of the show they played like a voicemail like, yeah, this is so and so from McDonald's, like, yeah, we're pulling the contract, you got to give all the money back, like, I can't believe you guys did that.
Wow. Yeah. Why did they pull the money? What'd they do again?
Well, because like it wasn't advertiser friendly to them.
Oh.
Yeah. And I left in the comments, I was like, I said, like, did anyone at McDonald's even watch 5 minutes of this podcast?
Right. Or were they thinking big, like, pretty popular comedians?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like a comedian couple.
Yeah. And
like, they're both huge.
And they're sponsored by Morton's now. Morton's Steakhouse. Okay. Morton's is down. Like,
yeah. Morton's.
Yeah. Like,
zero fucks.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Did you see that video on Facebook? That dude, he's got the wax in the mustache, hair all slicked back, in like a suit, playing a banjo.
Yeah,
the $0 to give.
Yeah. Yep.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Whoever, if he wrote that himself, or he had whoever, your writers, your content, dude, amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was entertaining. I watched it. Probably at an inappropriate time. I got a few seconds into it, and I'm like, kids sleeping, wife sleeping. I'm in the middle of my kitchen with the phone.
I keep my headphones in my pocket now.
Yeah, I went to the other end of the house, so. Yeah. But yeah, good stuff. Mm-hmm. I have a story to fit in with your McDonald's. Mm-hmm. The picture, I think, is still alive. And I did post it. I'm pretty sure it's still on my Facebook, but I got a hold of. I worked at a McDonald's at one time.
Mm-hmm. You've mentioned, yeah.
I was a maintenance guy.
Yeah.
I was also responsible for dealing with the flags.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every McDonald's has flag pole out.
Yes.
Now that I think about it.
So when I swapped out the American flag and the McDonald's flag, because they were too tattered and worn, I got, and the one wasn't even really worn. I got a hold of the McDonald's, the one that was thrown away. After it was thrown away, not by me, but thrown away as garbage, I got it. And I hung it up upside down as a W, not like not anti-McDonald's.
Yeah, but like,
and I wasn't fired or anything like that, but I did hear about it from somebody much higher up than me at some point.
Yeah.
Because there was a radical thing going on. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but a radical thing was going on, and I flipped it upside down to like say like what Donald's instead of,
Yeah.
And even that I heard about. So they are very kind of protective about any type of image, anything. And it wasn't like an attack on them. It was like more of like a statement, like what is really going on, and not to the company as a whole, but to like that particular place. Yeah. And I believe the picture's still up. I don't think it's been like, what is that, DMCA, when they tell you to take it down? Yeah. I don't think it's, I never got any notices, but watch, it's going to get fire now.
Yeah. Woo!
I'm pretty sure I still have the original photo.
World star.
Yeah, right? We're going to world star my What Donald's photo. No, there's just some radical stuff going on. A lot of good members of the team and management were just, dude, let go for just because. And yeah, it was, wow. So anyhow, that's that story. They are very protective about the image.
Yeah.
What else can you
that's true.
say?
Yeah, that's-
I don't know. Do I think that was a bit with Tom and Christina? No.
I could see it going either way. That's the thing. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's. I could see.
I could see somebody like screwing up.
Look.
And, like yeah, like
McDonald's exists in other countries. Okay. They have menus that we can't even get in this country because they're catering to the cuisine of that country, kind of. You know, like Japan, China, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Now you can get the American McDonald's there too, but they also have other stuff on the menu that they don't serve here. You know what I mean? A company that big, that's international, worldwide company. It's like, how could somebody screw up and not at least watch 5 minutes of the show you're going to sponsor? But then again, I could, like you said, I could totally see it happening. Like, oh, they're thinking, oh, it's time, more money. Let's get. Oh, those guys are famous. They're selling seats. You know, they're selling tickets.
yeah, never seen anything they've done, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, we know their names.
Yeah.
We don't know why. You got to give the money back.
Yeah, you gotta.
Could you imagine that? I think we would get a couple of those calls.
Yeah. But then but we handle it the same. We like Morton's don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
like
Boy, we got to get AMD and Intel on board.
yeah.
Nvidia too.
Yeah. The big three. Yeah.
There is no ATI anymore, sadly.
No.
I mean,
It's sort of.
they exist. They're ether out there somewhere. All right, man. I don't have much more for today's show. Just the whole burnout thing.
Yeah.
That was my main thing, creating content, because that's what we attempt to do here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have some. There's been a couple new subscribers. I think to the video, one or two on the video side, and a few on the audio side of things.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you to every one of you. We appreciate you. Share it, like it, review it, do
that.
Do something, man.
That's all. If you want to help us out, that's all we want. Don't give us money.
Yeah, we don't
just do that stuff. Yeah.
We don't want money yet.
Not yet.
Someday, when we want to buy our own chain of islands and laugh at the world.
What are you going to draw yours as? Because you know you can draw islands now, right?
You can draw them.
Yeah, you can draw your own island. Yeah. Like,
Big old banana.
a big old banana. All right.
Yeah, not entirely like a phallus, but a banana.
I wonder what would be like. Yeah, I got to think about that. Yeah.
I think it would be fitting with the tropical theme. Either that or like whatever.
Yeah.
A monkey. Like a big monkey island. That would be kind of cool.
Big Monkey Island. Yeah. Sweet.
Where am I getting Monkey Island? Where is that from?
Oh, it's a game.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
It's like one of the. It's a. What are those called? Like King's Quest, those type of games, like
the point and click adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Was it a Sierra game?
I forget. I just like know about it through like osmosis, man. Like I just heard about it.
Dude, that's another thing.
Got caught in the got caught in the trap, man.
Yeah, we'll cover that in another show. I was going to bring up something right at the end and run off. Not really a tangent, but a good point. But no, we'll save it for another episode.
All right.
Burnout, phoning it in, are we? No, not yet.
I know what I draw my island as, but
You're not going to share?
I'm not going to share now.
All right. New subscribers, new listeners, thank you. Please think about liking, sharing. Get it out there.
Yeah.
If you like it, enjoy it. Maybe somebody else will too.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Going to keep it on that model for now.
Yeah.
Let me talk to a flat. Oh, never mind. That was an old message I started reading. Anyhow, we're going to get out of here for this week. Next week, man. What is next week? Is something coming up? Let me look at the calendar real quick while we're on the air here.
Patrick's Day soon?
Oh, daughter's birthday.
Oh, all right.
My calendar. Oh, there we go. Boom. Oh, next Sunday is her actual birthday.
Oh, cool.
Am I going to be doing something for it? Probably. I don't know.
That's your call, man. We can
Yeah, so we may be here Saturday.
Yeah.
We may be here Sunday.
Yeah.
How am I going to have audio listeners hear this? This means I got to edit and upload like tomorrow night. I'll get this episode, the audio of this episode out this week. So I will let everyone know ahead of time. Check out, I have my calendar up and it froze the Facebook feed. I'm like, anyhow, I'll let everybody know ahead of time through the Antisocial Experience podcast channel.
Yeah.
Or
I can shoot a post out.
On Facebook.
Yeah, like
There's we don't have a community on YouTube, so there's no real place. And a message on the website, I don't think that's going to be relevant. We don't need a bunch of spammers commenting on that.
Yeah.
Because that's mainly what's over there right now.
Yeah.
There are a few people, I think, but other than that, it's mainly spammers.
Right.
Check out the Facebook page for the podcast to find out whether show's going to be Saturday or Sunday. You're open for both? We could do either or. If we got to do Saturday, okay. Saturday is the 16th. That's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, because Sunday's the 17th.
Yeah.
And it's Riley's birthday.
Yeah.
All right, man. With that said, people,
Yeah.
we'll be back. I'm getting tongue-tied. We'll be back again next week.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yep.
joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
Don't get burnt out.
Don't get burnt out.
We won't either.
Keep it fresh.
Smoke weed. No. Can we say that?
I mean, it's a medical state. So
Yeah,
whatever,
okay.
yeah.
I don't do it, but I endorse it.
I endorse it, yeah.
It's like, look, it don't cause harm.
No.
Can you get burnt out? Probably. If you
yeah.
go overboard with
Like
that.
I said, I've quit before.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I'm gonna
not
say.
hard,
I
yeah.
think that would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've met a few people that went overboard with that. So.
Dude, it was like years, dude. Yeah. Like,
All right, let's get out of here, T.
later on.
Have a good one, people.